right, you are now tuned in to Come Clean Takeover Radio, and I am your host, the host with the most, your road dog, straight out the Midwest, Chill. And you can't forget the boys from Canada, Winnipeg. You know that boy that do everything under the sun, and he acts like he's a son of a gun. You know, since I'm on FM, I can't say what I want to say, but you know, it's the boy DJ Despair and DJ Double L, straight out the Midwest. Now, I've been waiting for this interview all week. I really don't know, and I really don't care what's going on in the world right now. All I care about is what's going on right here, right now, because we got legends in the building. We got real legends in the building. So, upon that note, I want to formally introduce and, you know, just also let the young boys know a little bit about the history of what is known as the pioneers of Southern hip hop. That's right, I said it. The men who led the way. I'm talking before there was a T.I., before there was a Ludacris, the men that people like Outkast looked up to. Come on, man. I'm not going to sit up and act like I'm a preacher, but I'll preach this all day. Let's give it up, y'all, for the one and only, the real Goodie Mob.
What's happening?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, gentlemen?
All right.
Oh, man.
What's the business? What's happening? What's goody?
Man, bro, I'm feeling great, man. I am feeling great. Everything is wonderful. You know, I just been so excited about having y'all on here, and I just feel that y'all gonna clear up a lot of things today that a lot of the younger generation just don't know. They just don't understand, you know. Now, just to give the people out there that don't know a little rundown on y'all resume, just a quick, brief rundown. We're looking at 5 studio albums. Am I correct? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. 5 studio albums, a compilation album, and 9 singles, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's what they say. You know, you had Soul Food, which released in '95, that went gold. You had Still Standing, that released in '98, that also went gold. You had World Party, that released in '99, that went gold. One Monkey Don't Stop No Show, released in 2004, and Age Against the Machine, released in 2013. Did I do my homework right?
You did, but you didn't have all the information that you would need it, you know what I mean, so that you could present that 100. So to go ahead and take up 100, all the albums platinum. World Party double platinum. Soul Food might be double by now and still. Check the RIAA. Go to RIAA and do your homework. Check that out. Yes, sir.
Okay. Platinum. Let me rephrase that. 1 million plus sold.
My brother.
1 million plus sold. And you know what's crazy? On the promo, I say the platinum selling group, Goodie Mob.
Well, that is platinum though. That's 3 gold records, so that's 1.5 million records sold. You know, if you really look at technicalities of it.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's look here. I gotta ask y'all off the top. In the very beginning, when y'all first started coming up, okay, I understand at that time frame because I was around. I was a promoter in Chicago. I understood that New York and the LA, they was doing their thing. right? And the South needed to be heard. They needed representation. And Goodie Mob stepped up to make that happen. Am I correct?
100% correct.
Okay.
1,000% correct. Yes, sir, you are. And
Okay.
it wasn't purposely done like, you know, it was just, well, actually, I take that back, man. If I ain't holding no punch, it was purposely done like that, man. Because we were in school. I was at Morris Brown. Khujo was at Morris Brown. So we had just left high school, and our high school was 100% all folks from Atlanta. I mean, it may have been, I say 99%. It may have been somebody who come from somewhere else, but for the most part, everybody's just from the neighborhood, from Atlanta. So all we had really experienced being around as kids is people from Atlanta. So when we got to college, you know, we got around, you know, people from Detroit, people from Miami, people from California, people from New York, all over. New York was strong. I ain't gonna front. You know, they were strong. They were big at Morris Brown. There was a lot of kids there from New York. And they were strong on New York. You know, they believed in what they had, and they believed that, you know, that was the birthplace of hip hop, which it was. And they stood strong and firm on it and thought that everything everybody else was doing was a knockoff, and they were the real deal. So, you know, my whole idea, my whole energy, my motivation really was to prove that the South really had something to say. Now, I didn't coin that phrase. That phrase was coined by Andre 3000, my brother, man, my little brother. And I 100% salute him, man, like a general for that, man. Because, hey, man, that was a very powerful statement that was done innocently. You know what I mean? And it was awesome. It came out strong, and it's going to last forever and ever. But straight up, man, with me and Khujo Goodie, man, for the first record, man, we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, not from Manhattan, because Atlanta's where it's happening. You know, we was always strong on the A from the beginning. You know what I mean? From the jump, bro. So to have that opportunity to really lead, man, and to get out there and be some of the forefathers of the hip hop scene from Atlanta, man, that's an honor. That's an honor. But I tell you what, it wasn't luck. We didn't just luck up and get it. We were grinding for it. You know, we got out there and worked hard to get where we are today, man. I can definitely say that much.
Khujo, are there any things that you would like to add?
Really, man, just what we was doing, man, was just really putting that flag up for Atlanta, Georgia, man, because the South had already been claimed. You know what I'm saying? With people like Luke, people like UGK, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, even you go up to 666 Mafia, I mean,
Ghetto Boy.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, Raheem the Dream, Hard Boys, I mean, Damage. I mean, we can even go to let Mojo handle it. You know what I'm saying? It was just that we was fortunate enough to come along when LaFace Records had made their home in Atlanta, Georgia. And, you know, it was a major record label. And we was able to put some soul food together with Organized Noise. And hey man, our stuff was blasted out to the whole world. So we had our opportunity to really represent for Atlanta. And it took us at least about 2 years, man, to really get that, serve that soul food up, man, until we got to our second album. So, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the discrimination against your own people, man, like people in other regions didn't really want to hear our music because they thought it was some other type of way. So hey, it was all good. We just represented and did, but we didn't cry about it. We represented, did what we did, and moved on to the next state. And next thing you know, man, we celebrate 25 years of soul food right now, man.
I saw on a docuseries. I went on and I watched it from TV One. Y'all did back in April.
Yeah.
And I saw where Outkast, I believe it was Andre 3000, stated that there wouldn't have been no Outkast if it wasn't for Goodie Mob. You know, and you know the whole Dungeon family, all that. You know, man, bro, y'all, how many? You know, I gotta ask this: how many members were there to the whole squad? Because there was a lot of y'all, man.
I made a remember. Man, it was probably about at least 25 of us. I say including everybody, not missing anybody, not missing any normal person that come through the dungeon at least twice a week, on the low end.
Right.
So yeah, I would say about 25. It probably more than that, man. I know I'm forgetting some people, and I really apologize wholeheartedly. But
you
about
good.
25.
Good. You got first generation, then you got second generation, and then you got other even a third generation that's out there. So they definitely there, man. They're just waiting on their chance to, you know what I'm saying, hit that ceiling again.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what was the record that you all seem to have enjoyed creating and pushing the most? Tmoe, I want to ask you that first.
Say that again. So you said say that. Give you a record. I didn't hear you.
What was the record that you enjoy creating and pushing the most? And why?
I would probably say Cell Therapy, because that was the beginning of it. That was all humble beginnings, and we didn't really know what to expect. We just knew what we wanted to do and how we thought we wanted to do it. We were closely knit. You know, nobody could break us at that time. We wanted to be with nobody but just each other. You know, nobody had families, nobody had kids. It was just us, you know, and that was just my most fun time, to be with the Goodie Mob, when we was just all free to do whatever we wanted to do. You know what I mean? Whenever we wanted to do it. Come on, let's go here. Hey, let's go. So that Cell Therapy, that was it, man. You know, that was it. Then we had a little dance to it, you know, and people just, it was mesmerized by that beat, that drop, and that just da-dum, dum, 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 da-dum, dum, dum. I mean, when they come with that, it was automatic, man. It was beautiful, lovely. It still is. That's what's awesome about it. Ain't nothing changed, still the same. We got a show September 5th coming up in the A right here. It's going down. Let's go.
Khujo, what about yourself?
Know what, man? I mean, Tmoe took the words out of my mouth. So if I gotta do it, we're gonna have a double barrel shotgun. I gotta come out with the other shell. You know what I mean? Because it's gotta be, they don't dance no more. You know what I mean? Because we set a,
that was my joint right there.
Presidents right there, because it was during the time when it was a lot of flashy stuff that was going on, man. Matter of fact, let me keep it 1K. It was when Bad Boy was coming out, you know what I'm saying? And Mace and Puffy was doing that thing. And it was just an honest opinion, man, that me and Rico had in the dungeon one day. You know what I'm saying? But I just looked at him and he looked at me. I was like, man, nigga, go dance no more, man. Come on, man. And then we just looked, it was like, oh man, that's a hook. And then, man, I was like, man, you know, all we do is this. So all we doing is, you know what I'm saying, making music, and, you know what I'm saying, we some skillful MCs. If we got to get at somebody, we going to diss them. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying, all we do is this. So they don't dance no more. Got to be that other end of that double barrel shotgun, man, because, matter of fact, they shut down, they banned, they don't dance no more, along with Chatter Club Up in regions, you know what I'm saying, different regions, because once them songs came on, you know what I mean, it's just the energy that people was feeling, man. It was almost like, it was every show we was doing, man, we was damn near throwing our back out with them songs, man. But, you know what I'm saying, I definitely had to have that twin dragon, man, right there with They Don't Dance No More.
Yeah, I remember Chatter Club Up. Had problems in the club with that one. As a promoter, I had to get extra security just because of y'all's song.
Right. I mean, we weren't trying to. That was just the culture, you know what I mean? With
that
808 that Organized Noise was bringing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got 4 MCs that's coming from different walks of Atlanta, Georgia, man, and just really giving it their all.
Man.
Something I never heard before.
Man, this is beautiful, man. I'm telling you, it was beautiful just seeing the reaction of people just off them songs, man. You know. Yeah, just had to do that, didn't it? But I gotta ask this, right? What is the craziest moment in or out of the studio that you all as a group have experienced in this business? I ask everybody this question that come on the show. It's the question of the hour. What is the craziest moment y'all have experienced? Tmoe, I want you to go first.
The craziest moment as a group, I'd probably say, it's hard to say. We had a lot of crazy moments. Maybe one crazy moment was when we were in Germany, and it was around Christmas time, and we had done a lot of shows over in Germany, and we were tired, man. We were just like, look, man, we just want to go home and just detach for a minute, just breathe and just look at the sky for 10 minutes. It's just crazy. We were just moving so much. So, they were like, cool, we'll finish up the rest of the tour at the top of the year. So we had flights. So I kept looking at the clock. I never forget, man. I kept looking at the clock saying, Tim, man, you think we're going to make it to the airport, man? It's kind of late, bro. We got a little ride, man. You think we're going to make it?
Oh, man, that's going to be a good one, too. Dang.
That's that internet for you. It's like, Tmoe, go ahead and finish it out for him. Khujo.
I'm trying to remember because I'm like, dog, now which one he finna say, man?
You was worried about which one?
I do remember in Germany, but I'm trying to say, dog, what was that called? That's why I like T to go first, because he can remember some stuff that I don't remember. But I do remember one time we was in LA in the studio, and we was doing the Sprite commercial with it was a Voltron thing, and it was like Fat Joe was on one, African Bambaataa was in one lion, Common was in one lion, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We was happened to be at the studio with Fat Joe, and there was some other guys in the studio, man. And I think they was from Chicago or something. And man, next thing you know, man, it just started an argument that started breaking out, and somebody got mad because one of the brothers, the brother from Chicago, was looking at the dude, and the dude was like, "What you looking at me for?" And the dude was like, "Bro, I look at people all the time. I have eye-to-eye contact with men all the time, man. I mean, what's the problem?" Man, it just got into it right there, man. Just broke out, like right there in front of me. And the dude from Chicago had got out, got in his car, and just started ramming everybody else's car, like, dude. Dude, I like, man, I feel you.
What?
They jumped him. You know what I'm saying? They jumped the brother in there, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was a crazy one right there, man, because I wasn't expecting that, man. And brother from Chicago, he went back and down. He's like, man, I have conversation with grown men all day, eye-to-eye conversation. A contact, what's the problem? And man, they just got into it. And once the brother had got up, went in there and got in his car, and he had cars parked on the side of the street, and he got in his car, man, just started ramming everybody's car. Dude, just drove on off.
He said, I'm going to tear it up.
He say, fuck saying the club. He gonna tear the parcel out of park.
Yeah, he like, hey, okay. This is y'all gonna jump me, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that was a crazy moment that I can remember though.
Oh man, yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, so on that note, being in the game professionally now for over 25 years, going on 30, what was your biggest lesson learned in the game?
Man, biggest lesson I learned in the game, man, is your time, man, is valuable, bro. I mean, you can't put no price tag on your time. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I mean, doing this and having to be with your family. You know what I'm saying? So you miss out on a lot of stuff, man. Trying to accomplish something, man, to leave for your family. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of time devoted into that. You know what I mean? A lot of way. Like I had to go across sea to Germany. You know what I mean? I never flew before in my life, man, until I got into the music industry. You know what I mean? So I wasn't thinking about flying 13 hours to Japan. I mean, being away from my family, because I had young kids at that age. I mean, at that time, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? You can't never get that time back, you know what I mean? So you just try to compensate with the work that you put in, and, you know what I'm saying, the accolades that people know you by, and just hoping that'll pay off for your, you know what I'm saying, for your family, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing about the music industry, man. It's a lot of time consuming, man, to really get somewhere, man. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's a trench work, man, especially for a new artist coming out here and trying to see which way to go, man, which DJ to talk to, you know what I'm saying, where to send your music to, what song to do, man. You know, it's a lot, man. You know what I mean? You got to be strong with it. You know what I mean? You got to have a strong foundation on that.
Yeah. So amongst that, you know, seeing this, going back to the documentation series that y'all did on Unsung, you know, how was that experience, man? Like reliving those moments, you know, knowing that it was about to be broadcasted out to millions of people, you know, I mean, like, how did you feel at that time? Like, what was it like?
Man, it was okay, man, because it was just like doing the show to me. You know what I mean? Because it was real and it was the truth. Because at the end of the day, that's what they asking me about. They asking me about, well, what you thought about when you're doing this song, or what you thought about when you was here or there. So it's like it was just really just going through the catalog, man. I was just happy that we finally got one bouquet. You know what I mean? One bouquet. It doesn't mean that it's over. It was just that it was finally time for the sun to shine down here in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I mean? To see, you know what I'm saying, how far them roots ran, you know what I mean, and who did the planting and who did the watering and who did the, you know what I'm saying, the manicuring and all that, you know what I mean? So, you know, Goodie Mob was definitely one of them gardeners in there, but not the only ones, you know what I mean?
Okay. So, you know, just one other question before I go on to the other DJs here. And I know they got a couple of questions, but how does it feel to be recognized as a group credited for putting Southern hip hop on the map? You know, during the times where, as we discussed earlier, where it was mostly, you know, during New York and LA had their thing going and all that. I mean,
man, that's big, man, because, you know, when I came up on, I mean, of course they were playing Atlanta music on the radio, but, you know, when I was going to middle school, like Southwest Middle School in Southwest Atlanta, people like the Fat Boys and Curtis Blow and Houdini came to my school. You know what I mean? So that kind of started me on to like, man, what are they doing? You know what I mean? What is this they doing? You know what I mean? And then they put out visuals like Crush Groove and Beat Street and all those other type videos and breaking. It's like, dog, there's something going on up top. It's something happening up there.
yeah.
And once it got down here to the South, man, and we got a chance to experiment with it, you know what I mean? And we got with people like Organized Noise that wanted to have the same drive to really stick that flag up for Atlanta. You know what I mean? The opportunity was there. You know what I mean? The opportunity was there, and we was influenced by what those brothers growing up in New York, and I definitely got to get them respect. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we was listening to. You know what I mean? That's what they was allowing on the radio at that time. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, they had mix shows going on where, you know what I'm saying, you might hear some underground heat from Atlanta, but at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying, they was playing their stuff on the radio, man. So we was influenced, man, and wanted to be a part of it, man. Wanted to be a part of hip hop. And for it to shine down here in Atlanta like I said, it was already in Texas because you had the Ghetto Boys and Rap a Lot down there doing their thing. You know what I mean? So it was just a matter of time for Atlanta, Georgia to get their just due. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we weren't the first ones to come out of Atlanta, Georgia. We're the first ones to be on the radio. It was just so happened that LaFace was in town and Organized Noise, you know what I'm saying, had a lead on LaFace. And we was presented with Outkast on Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music. You know what I mean? So for people to know that, man, we had more to say than just strip club music, which is not. I mean, just listen. It wasn't just strip club music being played in the strip club. It was underground music that the radio was not playing at the time, going on in the club, along with strip club anthems. You know what I mean? So. Like I said, we was just fortunate enough, man, to get a major record deal with LaFace Records, and our first single happened to be Cell Therapy, and it caught a lot of people off guard because, like, damn, that's coming from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, we thought this, and well, we thought this, and well, what y'all got next? What y'all got next? And we hit them with the stuff we had next, so we just had to solidify that, man. So it's okay that we had to prove ourselves. I mean. It's all right. That's with anything, man. You got to prove yourself worthy, and that's what we set out to do, to prove ourselves worthy to be a pillar in hip hop.
Okay. So on that note, I'm going to switch it over now, change gears to DJ.
Oh, what's up, why?
to DJ Double L. You know, I know you probably got a couple of questions, Double L. So real quick, let's go on over to you over there in Chicago, and let's
I
that.
do got a couple questions. Like I said, I got stuff going on in the background, so I don't want to be on too long. But same question I usually ask everybody when they first come on. My first question usually be, what was that first moment with Goodie Mob, or with yourself personally, where y'all just was like, okay, we made it, like we here now. We official.
Hey, man. I probably never gave this answer before because it's just really kind of like hitting me right now. I think when we did the Apollo, when we was up in New York, you know what I mean? When Steve Harvey had introduced us, you know what I mean? When we went up there, and if you can survive up there in New York, you know what I mean? Everywhere else is gonna be gravy. You know what I mean? So I think once we conquered New York, and once we went to places like the Tunnel up in New York and did shows up there, and we did shows with Biggie, man, on a stage that went no bigger than like 6 feet wide and 6 feet long, you know what I mean, up in New York. That's when I knew that, y'all definitely open to what we got to say down here in the South. But like I said, it was presented as a four-man group. So it's like, okay, something is going on. You know what I mean? Something worth figuring out. So that's when I knew we was doing something, man, when we went up to New York and we conquered New York, bro.
Now you said when you say y'all performed with Biggie, that was that when he had already taken off?
No, this is
before then.
It's a picture circulating on the internet. It's with a Goodie Mob, Little C's, Biggie Smalls, Shanti Doss, and we up in New York. I think it was like Grandma Funk Theater or something like that, man. It was some type of small hole in the wall. Well, like I said, man, the stage looked like it was only room for one person. That's how big the stage was. So I knew that, hey, man, Biggie up here, you know what I mean? He trying to get his thing off, man. We definitely on the right path, you know what I mean? And then hearing your music being played up in New York, yeah, that's a check right there. Because it was hard in New York, man. I mean, like I said, it's supposed to be. Just like somebody came down here to Georgia back in the day and trying to get a song on from New York. It was going to be hard. It's going to be tough.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to be consistent and got to be fearless. And I think that's what it was. And plus, we was young, too, and we really didn't care, man. We didn't care. We would have fought everybody up there.
So what then kept you driven in this music industry? Because, you know, a lot of artists, they'll come in and, you know, the industry will eat them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what has been able to keep Goodie Mob, like, I don't want to say relevant, but because y'all legends, so y'all gonna always be relevant in the game. But what has kept you like driven to continue doing music?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's an easy question, man. It's the fans, man. Especially the new fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially the fans of the children of the old fans that be like, man, my mom, my dad, man, my dad put me on y'all. You know what I mean? I love Goodie Mob. Or you might have somebody say, man, I was 10 years old when Goodie Mob came out. And I just be blown away like that. But I think, like, you know what I'm saying? When I was young, listening to them gold and the oldest, you know what I'm saying? Them goodies but the oldest. I'm a young lad listening to it. And them brothers are way past my age. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's just something about our people, man. It's music driven, and that we put damn near what we got into it. And man, if we, you know what I'm saying, if it's being felt by our people, man, you know what I'm saying, that's a solid go, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's where I go with that one, man.
That's dope. That's dope.
What's
going on?
You good? You good there, Double L?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got a few questions, man. I'm
all wood.
Okay, so Despair, I saved you for last, man, because I know you're going to cover
historian right here of the crew.
Oh, with it, brother. Despair got
this the hip hop historian of the crew right here. So he gonna get down and dirty with the deeper questions.
Nah, man, you guys really asked a lot of the questions I was like hoping for, and you know, it's like the man himself's back now too, so I can really get into something right now. So I'm just gonna wait a minute.
Oh, you just go wait a minute.
Khujo, I've been following you literally up to this day. I've been playing you on our shows for the past like.
I go to.
And I appreciate your tracks, dog. Like you haven't changed, and a lot of people don't know that you're still putting out music, which is like it's a must. Like there, you guys have a fan base that will download it anyways. They will look for you, and that's what I appreciate because I'm a huge fan since the whole Judges family started. Like I've been playing every record that you guys ever released since you guys been releasing them.
Wow.
So it's like
Appreciate it.
that like it's an honor and a pleasure to be sitting here talking to you all right now for real, because I never in my life thought I'll be doing this.
Man, tell me about it.
Oh man, like when Chuck called me the other day and said we interviewed Goodie Mob, I said it out loud. Everybody in the room just looked at me and said, "Yeah." It was like,
we honor, man. It's an honor, man.
Hey, yo, Tmoe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I had a question for Khujo. Now that you back, I want to ask you the same question. What was the first moment when y'all first got on that you realized it was like, okay, it's set in your mind. It was like, okay, bro, we made
it. Maybe when we were doing Sinbad. When we did the Sinbad show, Sinbad had a night show, and we were performing on like a lot of them at that particular time. It just kind of set in and hit me then, like, wow, you know, we doing a lot of big things right now. This is awesome. We got a lot of opportunities that's opening up for us, you know, but I still think, you know, it's room to grow, you know.
Of course.
It's room to grow.
Okay. Sinbad, man.
And Jay-Z.
Yeah. Despair, I know you got something to say. You just itching over there, bro. You ain't never been this quiet. Like
never.
He ain't never been this quiet, gentlemen.
I'm shocked right now. I thought he had a whole list of questions for y'all.
Oh, I'm ready. I just wanted you to get your last question and that you needed.
Yeah. So
okay. So now, what was the whole concept of Goodie Mob? Like, what came up with the name? Like, what is it? Like, what does Goodie Mob stand for?
The good mostly die.
No. I mean them as a whole, like as a unit, as a movement.
Oh, what you got?
I would say that it definitely grew into the good, not most of the bullshit. But from the humble beginnings of Goodie Mob, it began at how meal. Just I got to go with the truth and what really is, because I had to make up a lie, and I don't feel like thinking that much. So what I'm saying, the real deal of it is that it came up from my big bro, Big Lim, Joseph Lemon from the hood, from Southwest Atlanta, our big dog, our big homie. He used to call us the P-Funk Goodie man, the P-Funk Goodie Mob. Why? Because he was a big Parliament fan at that particular time, and the music was just always playing around the hood, around the trap. Folk was doing that. He was one of the first folk that I knew even had a trap. You know what I mean? So all these folk hollering trap music, I don't want to get into that at all. Zero. Believe that. I'm not. It's nothing to brag about. But this is like way, way before rap. But before Atlanta rap, brother. You know what I'm saying? And he just called us P-Funk Goodie Mob. Me and Khujo were both solo artists. Actually, Khujo's in a group called 411 with my homeboy Sniper Field. And I wanted to be in that group bad, man, because I thought, man, they had an awesome opportunity. I thought they were 5 artists. And I was like, man, I got to do me something like that. So I went in and did me some solo music and got inspired by the game that way, just grinding. Me and Khujo knew each other. We went to school with each other. Hell, I'd pick him up and bring him to school sometime, take him home sometime. That was my homeboy, what I'm saying, straight up. So from that, Goodie Mob came from that, just family, just brotherhood. That's what Goodie Mob came from, Ghetto Records. We recorded the real first Goodie Mob record that was never sold, but it's gonna be told by me, never heard by y'all, but me and Khujo know we gonna go to our dying grave knowing what we did together. We did the first Goodie Mob record with this dude named Ed X. That's what Goodie Mob was from. Ghetto Records with my homeboy producer, Ed X, first Goodie Mob producer. We went from there over to Organized Noise to get some tracks to just kind of keep things mixed up. We were interested in getting new sounds, harder tracks, more commercial sounds, something to get us on the radio. We just wanted something, man. We were thinking we'd done so many records then. We was at the point where, okay, we want to get a deal. We got to get something that people can totally connect with. So, man, we just Organized Noise, put on Outkast record, blew up. Tmoe and Khujo and CeeLo was on Call of the Wild. Gip and CeeLo was on Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something. In order to get a deal at that particular time with LaFace, they wanted to sign all of us. They wanted to sign Khujo. They wanted to sign, Tmoe. They wanted to sign Big Gip. They wanted to sign CeeLo. But they wanted us all at the same time. They didn't want to wait. Ian Burke's idea was to put us all together as the Goodie Mob. That's the God honest truth. Ian Burke was like, you know what? In order to push this deal through at this particular time, let's just go ahead and put everybody together. Let's just call y'all all the Goodie Mob, and then you all can break off into your individual things, whatever you got going on. At that time, me and Khujo was named the Lumberjacks by a management company we were working with. So we had a record, a Lumberjack record we were going to work on. CeeLo wanted to do a solo project, and Gip was going to do a solo project. That was all at the beginning. That's how it was supposed to happen. That's how it happened. You know what I mean? And that's Goodie Mob for you, real deal. Right. I can't make up nothing else.
Because to me, I knew there was more to the story because I've watched the documentary and everything online and all the stuff that Netflix and all that about the whole history of stuff. But like hearing it come out of you guys without the editing shit, my swear, the editing and stuff, it makes sense because I want to know really what was your favorite track besides what was your favorite album after the first album?
My favorite album, I would probably say Still Standing.
Yeah,
that was just kind of, it just meant so much to me, and it still means so much today. Through all adversity with the coronavirus, all the things that's out there, that just made things bad for us. We holding on, man, no matter what, we still standing, So that one touched my soul. I can say that much.
And for the near future, are you guys ever going to get back together and do something as a whole?
Tell him, Khujo. Tell him, Khujo.
Yo, them smiles said it all. You know, you got
The stairs back.
smiles said it all.
Glad you asked that question, my brother.
Thank you. I was
I'm
leading.
glad you asked that question, my brother. We are currently in the bunker right now, man, about to get ready to seal that thing up with Organized Noise, man. We right now on the cusp of finishing up the record with 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 features, 5 features that we're waiting on. I'm not gonna call no names, so don't try to get it out. You know?
So was that just an exclusive announcement right there that nobody else was knowing about?
And it's coming out. Most High willing, it's coming out this year before this year is over with.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And you heard it first. Oh, come
New
clean.
video and all.
See, Double L. You see, there's a thing that I do. Is that
Good job.
I know.
Good job, Dispel. Good job.
No, you don't understand. It's like my Goodie Mob connection. I still have everything from Tmoe and Goodie because of Angela and Cat X and everybody, because it's been fed to me for the past 10 years straight. Like I have Goodie. Like if Goodie dropped the track, I know. And that's the one thing I respect on these guys is that they keep going. They don't stop. Like it's like Khujo's got so much tracks, so much things going on. Even after the accident, after everything, like you pushed me to even move forward in life because like I got stabbed in the heart like 6 years ago.
Wow.
And,
What?
You know, yeah, it was a situation that happened out here. And, you know, and after seeing like certain people, like you going through an accident and certain people in the game still doing what they're doing, it kept me going because a lot of people don't see that. You know what I mean? And like, I've read it in the magazines. I read it in everything. Even when I was locked up, I was reading about you and everything that was going on. So it's like different things, stages of my life, Goodie was always there. Even when I woke up in myself, like that was like, I was peeping on myself. Like, you know, playing like, you know, just enjoying life. Like, you know, just understand that certain things in hip hop actually does change your life if you use it as you know, as a metaphor of the situation. And a lot of people don't understand that. And like your music literally has changed my life and has made me grow. And it made me into the person I am today. So I appreciate it.
We appreciate you for listening.
Yeah, I also have a confession to make to the world. You know, that single, you know, a lot of cats that know us or know me, last year, you know, I had a situation where I actually died and I came back. And that song, I was listening to it during therapy sessions. You know, I had to learn how to walk again. And, you know, because the valve of my heart exploded. So they had to go in and put a stent in there.
Man.
You know.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I went, when I was going through my therapy sessions, you know, I would actually listen to that record. And the beat, like you said, that beat, it would just keep going. You know what I mean? It was just something about that beat. I would close my eyes and I would just zone out and I would put it on repeat. And I just, it just kept me going, you know. And I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart because that helped me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know.
Thank you for listening, bro. I'm glad it can help you, man. That touched my soul, bro. God, dog.
Well, it's like, you know, Chill and I have been working together for years and we both experienced certain things. And, you know, like after I had to reconstruct and learn my whole life over again, and then we all helped each other through this whole process. And that's what led us to now that we really want people to understand the realness of hip hop, not the bouginess of hip hop. Like, because like you guys said earlier, there was a time where everything was underground and then it went to bougie. People that want bougie went back to underground. It keeps happening. And it's like right now we're in an era of like, you guys have inspired a lot of underground rappers that are coming up from the Bay Area and from those areas and anything that nobody even knows.
Yeah.
I've been following them because it's like they're like mini dungeons, and it's like there's levels of this now where people are not understanding that you guys influence a lot of rappers from out there to actually spit bars instead of just spitting garbage.
My brother.
So,
We
you
take
know,
that, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So, you know, but on that note, what I did want to do real quick, you got that queued up to spare.
Oh yeah.
So what I wanted to do real quick was initially the first, and it's a special thing that we're doing for the first time on Talk It Out Tuesdays. I wanted to go ahead and throw out there the feature for Khujo's record, West Asian, and then we're gonna go on into Tmoe's record In the Club. But I wanted everybody out there to check out Khujo's single, West Asian, from the Goodie Mob. Let's go ahead and get it.
Yeah. C, yeah. C, what? The beautiful. West Asian, paper, no cake, West Asian, can't get complacent, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation. West Asian, come on, paper over, no cake, chill. West Asian, can't get complacent, come on, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation. West Asian, Rodillo was shaking, different toilet, just tucking big faces. I used to catch cases, no high-speed chases, waiting for my time to blow to bring home that bacon. My patience growing thin like that ball spot in your head. Always trying to go, even though I see red. Get that bread, lazy bomb, tell me what's your excuse. I'm coming for that bag, jack on me loose. From the caboose to the engine, had to crawl my way back. Came a long way from ducking to dropping verses for stacks. Gold black, think the facts, work speaks for itself. Money talking, walking, I call it like a wealth. West Asian, paper over, no cake, West Asian, can't get complacent, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation. West Asian, paper over, no cake, West Asian, can't get complacent, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation. West Asian, still killing like I'm Jason. Been grinding since 95, so I can't tell me Nathan. Time to get back to basics, locked and loaded like bases. I hate them too, guess you can call me racist. West Asian off safety, cause the streets going crazy. Young rich, balling hard like it's back in the 80s. Been full of fugazi, eyes slanted like aces. You say it's some pressure, but it smoke like Jamaican. All gas, no breaking, keep it real, ever faking. Congratulations, no hating, been feeling myself lately. Been feeling myself lately. So go on and hate me. West Asian, paper over, no cake, West Asian, can't get complacent, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation. West Asian, paper over, no cake, West Asian, can't get complacent, stacking to the ceiling, no vacation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's that West Asian. That's that West Asian, boy. I like that record, man. I like that record. You know. Yeah, man. That's a nice video. Hey, for those out there looking for that video, just go on YouTube and type in Khujo, Khujo, Goodie, Goodie, and West Asian, just how it sounds. WES space, that means you hit your space bar. The letter H, space. Then you spell chin, you know, like CHN, right? There we go. Now, we going from West Asian to In the Club. You know, because you gotta have that you know that down south crunk goodie sound.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Hey, do y'all got South saying something too?
what you need? What you want?
Do y'all have South saying something also? Because I
Yeah,
got a video for that too.
yeah, we got that too.
Okay. Well, go ahead. You know, represent my brother
Which
in
one?
the club. Tmoe
We got-
Goodie, Young Bread.
Okay. So we got in the club queued up. If you want the South, if you want that South one, you know, we can do the South too. You know, this all about Goodie Mob. So
Yeah, that's the one I usually lead off with. That South saying something, and I feel top in there. That's the name of my album. I'm about to drop my album, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. So, you know, I'm sneak attack.
Hey, yo, chill.
okay. So South saying something.
Chill. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I know you do.
This is why I'm DJ the Spirit.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes, sir. I don't hear nothing.
Turn her up, baby.
Same game, self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South says something. Yeah, cause still self-destruction. Still self-destruction. The same game is self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South says something. Cause we're all in the same game. Cause we're all in the same game. Let's do it for Trayvon. Let's do it for young Jordan Davis. Let's do it for Orlando Castillo. Let's do it for Brother Al Sherman. Let's do it for Brother Mike Brown. Let's do it for the A-Town and everybody who been affected. Police out here killing young black men. It's true. That's why I read the Willie Lynch letter to the end. And unify my brothers, all colors represent the terrorist culture. Why they have to shoot them? Babies is having babies and parents ain't raising us. Sons, they need their dad, but they pack up and run. Big brother program won't attention your time frame. Ain't no more yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am. Governor object get involved in lottery. That winning lynch letter is the dollar that's killing me. The news is in the road, my people are losing hope. We all need cleaning, so let's go and buy it so. The same game is self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South is saying something. Yeah, cause still self-destruction. Still self-destruction. The same game is self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South is saying something. Hey, so we get up in here. The game we're all in the same game. Cause we're all in the same game. A massive boycott. That might be the answer. It's black on black-ish. It should be in the pamper. Some of us die in the streets. Some of us die from cancer. The day we come together is one, I'll be a happy camper. I got my brothers and the sisters in the back of me. Disrespect this debt, we are IoT. Black on black crime, I serve that platter. We in the hood screaming Black Lives Matter. I'm from the paper chasing generation 80s, baby, known to grind solid. We was brought up, taught our dollars come with doing time. OG, when you keep it quiet, rob and kill our own kind. Them 300 years gone, tell her home, free your mind. Strategize, go organize what you stand for. Oh God, I'm a ride, I ain't dying with my hands up or in handcuffs. It's them or us, ain't nothing changed. Cause we all brothers of the struggle, gang, bread. Huddersville, Southside, Decatur. Living for the truth and the spirit of our nature. Cause you all know they hate us. So why take the energy from the melanin synergy and help your brother get tired of these clowns? Stop killing each other. And everybody, let's rep each other. That's the only way we make it if we stand together. And put it on your life, never hurt your brother. The same game is self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South is saying something. Yeah, cause still self-destruction. Still self-destruction. The same game is self-destruction. Ain't nothing changed, so the South is saying something. Cause we're all in the same game. Cause we're all in the same game. And I'm praying for the future. CNN, but the wrong between the doubles are. And I might not make it out alive, even if my hands open like a block. We still die, it's a war in the middle class, so what that Leo proclaim? Out of time, boy, and out of gas, while you waiting on the next man, for what? Easy to see from, it's still self-destruction. The same game is self-destruction, ain't let it change, so it's time to say it's time. Yeah, cause it's still self-destruction, still self-destruction. The same game is self-destruction, ain't nothing changed, so it's time to say it's time. Cause we all in the same game. Cause we all in the same game. All in the same game. We all cause we rain. It was self-destruct. We were never win the game. Lord, again, I put my chance. Live boy in the swamps out here in Miami. We got
Ready to roll.
You got the entire A in that bag.
I like that.
Man, that was hot, man. That was hot. So, you know, what I want to do, what we gonna end up doing is that we gonna end it out here. Y'all probably didn't had the longest interview ever on our show. And rightfully so, of course.
Okay.
Rightfully,
I appreciate it.
you know.
Thank you.
But they only give me 2 hours. But, you know, we got other things coming up in store, of course, that I want to keep up with y'all, and we're going to make some other things happen for sure. You know, man, it's just been an honor. It's been a pleasure. I can't even, you know. Gentlemen, Double L, Despair, do you have anything to say?
I'm happy. I just want to keep in touch and we work together. And I'd like to work with you guys on some shit too, because I have a lot of producers out here myself. So I would love to just work with you. That's just it. Period.
Hey, let's go.
I just want to say thank y'all, man, for coming and chop it up with us, fellas.
That's real. Appreciate that love, man.
Thank y'all for listening to the music we bringing, man. Thank y'all for even ever showing any type of interest in Goodie Mob, man. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no us, man. So salute back to you, for sure.
You know, I will be in touch with y'all for us to do some, you know, things that we talked about before the interview. And, you know, we're going to move forward.
Hey,
My brother. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Oh, real quick, could y'all shout out y'all Instagrams or y'all social medias?
Go ahead, T.
My Instagram is Tmoe Goodie. Just TMOGOODIE. Tmoe Goodie. Get on there. You'll see me at the top, baby. Holla at your boy. Got Tmoe Goodie on YouTube also. Check that YouTube out, man. Tmoe Goodie. I got a whole season of golf I'm about to put on there, man. It's called On the Green with Tmoe Goodie. It's coming real soon. I got some real known people that I'm interviewing. It should be kind of interesting, you know what I mean? Take you out of your element for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? The hip-hop world and take you out on the green. And more good versatile, baby. We do it all. Golf, baby.
You a golfer?
Golf. Yes, sir. If you find anybody in the hip-hop industry think they can play, I'll be there, whatever. And they won't come with it.
I had to come down to the A and shoot a couple with you.
Whoever. Oh, and then
Okay. Khujo, you got anything to say?
It's computer stuff.
You got anything to say before we go on now?
Oh yeah, man. This for all the inspiring DJs and producers. I released an acapella album, man, called "It's Echoes of a Legend." It's a whole acapella album. You know what I'm saying? From my recent release, Echoes of a Legend. So you can check that out. You can download that, man. It's got every song that came off of this album, acapella. Y'all have fun with that. Do your thing, man, because I'm real interested to see what DJs and young inspired producers would do with it. I just recently released a compilation album called Feed the Lion Volume 2. And it introduces independent artists and independent producers that don't mind sharing, don't mind coming on the platform that I'm presenting with my own music. They don't mind saying, Khujo Goodie, man, dude, can I put my song on your album? They don't mind doing that. They don't mind me going through 3 of their songs and putting out one song that I feel like that sound good. They don't mind me doing that. So I try to do that, man. This is my volume 2, so I'm gonna be working on volume 3. I got a song on there called Paint Where It Ain't, man, featuring Tmoe Goodie and Snoop Dogg on there and Andre the Truth. Y'all check that out, man. So, you know, like I said, man, this rap and roll, not rock and roll. We're gonna keep doing this thing, bro.
Rap and roll. I like that.
What's up? It's a pleasure having hip hop royalty come on our platform. And y'all to all the people out there, y'all be on the lookout, man. Goodie Mob, making noise, baby, organized noise. You dig?
Right. That's right. 25th year anniversary of Soul Food, man. November gonna be the 25th year that album been out. So y'all expect the new album, the new Goodie Mob album coming out along with and no telling what other type of good is gonna be on that Soul Food album. So y'all be expecting that. Wax coming out, videos coming out, merch coming out, new logos. It's going digital.
Okay, yeah. I want to be there for the release party for that one.
Hey, yo, chill. Why don't we just try and talk and just do a streaming release party within the cities with them?
There you go, man. That sounds pretty good there, brother.
Sound like a plan.
Man.
Hey. I'll do one here in Canada, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
I'll host an event for that, no problem.
And I can have K-Twist host one out in Africa. And you can handle the one here in the U.S. And I can get the other DJs involved. We'll have 20, 30 DJs streaming at the same time.
We'll definitely figure it out.
Let's
figure it out. Let's figure it out.
Let's figure that out.
All right, y'all. Well, man, it's been a pleasure. Man, I'm gonna be in tune with everybody. Is it okay if I get your information from Angela?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna set up some things. I got a lot of ideas in mind. I'm gonna run past y'all. So
I'll do it, chill.
And
Thank you, bro.
to Angela. Big salute to Angela.
Big salute, man.
Big salute to Angela.
That's my manager.
Sure.
So, I know
Say
I'm
that love, shout.
Well, y'all be cool, man. And hey, come clean DJs, man. Everything you touch turn to gold.
Already, like that.
My brother.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Salute.
Okay, y'all. The streaming is off. And